man bench came out pretty good. Got it all put together, got my drawers in. These are 4x6 beams under here. It's super solid. And the most important thing about this bench is all the plug-ins and switches and wires that tie into the generator we got. This will be a central part of our generator shack. But today we got some good things going on. We got the 56 Chevy Napco home. There are some really good indications that this is a fire truck. Might have been something that the fire captain drove or something like that. But I'm seeing what looks like there might be some lettering under the door, so I'm going to be very careful. And
I think he's seeing things.
What? You think I'm seeing things? Well, I had it out in front of the motel today, and we were on the second level, and I was looking down, and you can see where there was a rack and lights on top of it. And I do think
I get that part, but
some lettering under the doors. But only time will tell, because even if it had it on there before, somebody might have sanded it down before they repainted it. But
definitely is fire engine red.
Yeah. And also another thing is, like I said, the sticker over here. You can pretty much tell that it said City of Olympia Vehicle License 1975, and then there are some, and it says ORD, which I think is for ordinance. So I think if we were to look up ordinance 2569, it would give us some information. But I'm also going to make the necessary phone calls to the Olympia Fire Department, because one thing that I know.
You and your snot-nosed jockeys did a flyby over my tower at over 400 knots. I want some butts.
And then what'd they say?
Then he says, got the number for that truck driving class. I might need that.
Is that what they said?
No, I think that came later.
Oh. Anyway, one thing I do know about fire departments is those guys are constantly rubbing and polishing. They love their trucks. They love their equipment. So if I can just find one old geezer that used to work for the Olympia Fire Department that can remember them having a Napco four-wheel drive, and I'm hoping that the fire marshal or the chief drove it, but
we could look up who the captain was or the fire marshal was.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do things like that. Beautiful day out here.
Hopefully he ate his Wheaties and he's still in good health.
Yeah. Beautiful day out here at the Classic Truck Ranch. I want to thank God for every sunny day that we get out here, because trust me, Jamie and I both have been waterlogged all winter long, haven't we, honey? But our roads are getting real firm. We've been getting more of the smaller gravel in, smoothing it out. So we're gonna research this truck, and if it does turn out to be a fire truck, next month Jamie and I are going to Minnesota to pick up a real fire truck. 1958 GMC. It's got a total chrome package on it, V8, 22,000 original miles. Anyway, so we're really excited about going out and getting that fire truck. And wouldn't it be cool to have a 58 GMC fire truck with the fire captain's or the fire chief's Napco four-wheel drive sitting right next to it? But for today,
we're going, somebody.
What are we doing today, honey?
Today we're going to get Donut.
We're going to get a machine we're going to call Donut.
It might be very, very old. It might be very, very ugly. But we are going to name it Donut because somebody out there suggested their husband, right, is called Donut. Is that how it is?
Something like that.
But anyways,
one of our viewers requested that a vehicle be named Donut, and I told them that we would name a vehicle Donut when we found the appropriate vehicle.
And this one is appropriate. Why? Because wait, what did I say earlier?
What? Donut.
Don't it go out and dig holes? Don't it go out and set posts? Don't it move that big pile of bushes? This is Donut. Donut hole. Donut.
Yeah.
Donut.
And we said that we would name a vehicle Donut when we came across the appropriate one. And Jamie, as soon as we started seriously talking about getting this one, she goes, "We got to call that one Donut."
Call it Donut.
Yeah, we will, honey. But here's the deal. We've been looking for a trencher and a backhoe. What?
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
What?
Look.
Oh, yeah. Steve noticed that, the golf balls in the end of the bed. But anyway, so we've been searching. Here, swap me. We've been searching all over for either a trencher or a backhoe or something, because I've got everything I need to put power in here. We've got generators and stuff, but we do need to have power hooked up to PG, because I'm going to sell them power and I make my little invention. But anyway, we've got a lot of ditches to dig out here, and we also have to, we've put a lot of time, money, and work into our roads, and we need to have a drainage system. We're more familiar with the property, we're more familiar with where the water needs to go, and I think it all needs to go out to Golden Pond, because that's kind of where it looks like it's going anyway. But I can dig ditches to help it get there faster, help our roads drain, help areas of the property drain. But a backhoe or a ditch witch was just out of our budget. So we found this 1959.
Donut.
Yeah, but what's it called?
It's called a Hopto.
It's called a Hopto, and it's a weird looking machine. But the guy told me it's got a newer diesel engine in it. It doesn't charge right now, so we're going to take a battery with us. But the guy was asking $1,500 for it, and when I called him up, I said, you know, are you flexible on the price at all? And he said, yeah, I am a little flexible on the price. And I said, do you think $1,200 would get the job done? And he said, I think that'd get the job done. So we're going to go on out to Estacada, Oregon today and take a look at Donut, the Hopto Backhoe. And it's ugly, trust me, it's ugly. But we kind of like ugly old vehicles. And it's a 1959. Bullfrog, our dump truck, is a 1959 GMC, and that dude's brought well over 100 loads of gravel with Jamie behind the wheel onto our property. Homer, the tow truck, is a 1959 Chevy. He hauled all these trucks over here. Gopher hauled some, but Homer did the heavy lifting, and so we think it's just good luck to have another 59 vehicle out here to help us do our work. And the problem with the ditch witch is that's all you can do with it is dig ditches. That's all they're good for. We need a backhoe because we got some big holes we got to dig and stuff like that. So we're kind of excited about getting out there and taking a look at that. I'm going to get this guy unloaded. We'll look into that. This guy's going to stick around for a while. I've already made up my mind. Sometimes what happens is I have trucks put away that I want to build for myself. And then we get another truck that I like a little better. And so I sell the truck that people have been asking about. I don't have to have all of them, but my ultimate goal is to put together a collection of working trucks. I'm talking about the dump truck, the tow truck, a fire truck, things like that, of 55 to 59 Chevy and GMC trucks. A nice collection to put together that for future generations to look back and see. I mean, look at Tinker over there, you know. Look at Tinker over there.
No, he needs to be undercover.
Yeah, he does. He does.
And this guy, Ray, I can't see a thing.
Anyway, we're gonna go look at Donut after I get this guy unloaded, and then I'm coming back, and our bedroom's all finished, and it's beautiful, isn't it, honey? Isn't it pretty? I'm gonna rip out all the damaged stuff in the living room slide out, and that'll be the last of the cleanup. I'll still have to remodel that slide out, but we're gonna go ahead and move in tomorrow. We're moving in tomorrow.
Scoot over that way a little bit more.
We're moving in.
Okay, yeah, no, over that way, just a hair. Yeah, right there.
But tomorrow.
Oh wait, put your elbow back in. There. Now I got it. That's my Rick. What?
I love you.
I love you. The whole time you're doing your little narrative thing, you got this guy in the background. Like, to kind of resemble Larry Hagman or maybe Groucho Marx, like my big old Neanderthal forehead eyebrow thing going on. Ray Charles is like, I don't know, my eyes are gone, I can't see a thing. And then Marge Land Barge is hogging up the whole area right over there.
Yeah, we got to get Marge unloaded. Homie's got to put a roof over those containers.
I know. We were
That's
going to
what
go
Homie
get
has to
trusses, right?
Classic Truck Rescue, unloading this 56 Chevy V8 Napco big window truck and going out to look at a 1959 Hopto Donut Backhoe.
Don't it? Don't it get the job done? Don't it look good?
Don't it look ugly?
So
We don't mind ugly vehicles. We got a lot of respect for ugly vehicles when they get the job done.
there's another ugly vehicle over here, but I kind of really like him. He's growing on me.
Which one's that?
It's this one right over here. Look at this guy. Oh, for Christmas is my two front teeth, my two front teeth. No, this guy. Whoa.
Careful.
This guy right over here.
Oh, the old demon truck?
Yeah, he's ugly, but he's kind of cool in a way. If you see
Yeah,
him.
I haven't taken any parts off that truck because it's complete. It's got the engine and everything, and we got interrupted. I got to keep reminding people the mess that you see out here, and as far as our finances, not having what we need to build a building and stuff. I actually had a guy say that I wasn't planning properly. Well, you're right. I wasn't planning. Our plan for this summer was to be building my business because we had just moved,
And we
leased
put
some property.
our whole
And we
life
put
savings into what we got. At least we got the property, right?
Yeah, and so this wasn't a plan. Yeah, I agree. If you're going to go buy property and plan on starting from the ground up and putting in roads and plumbing and all that, you should plan. But we didn't have any choice, you know. I basically wound up in a situation where I had put everything I had into fixing up the property that I rented and getting it ready, and then unjustifiably got the boot, and so no, we did not plan this out as well as we should have, but we're doing the best we can and with what we have, and at least we didn't lose everything that we had put together. And yeah, we'll have to rough it out here for a little while. We got to tan over our leaky RV and stream water on the roof.
We're alive,
generators,
and we got a piece of property that technically really was so far out of our reach, but we got it.
Could have made that happen, and we are thankful to God, and maybe he did a little prior planning for us.
Yeah,
so.
and if we gotta scrounge and
so if you're gonna leave me comments that say stuff like I can't wait to see this house of cards collapse, or you know, so what's your plan, because it doesn't look like you're well organized or anything.
Well, you know what, when everything seems to be a well costs $10,000, power costs $10,000, septic costs $10,000. Like fencing 25 acres, gosh only knows what that costs. But hey,
we're shopping around, we're saving money where we can, we're making money where we can. You know, sometimes we got to take a break and make a little money too.
Well, and we have, when the cards collapse, we still have all of this around us.
Yeah, when those cards fall down, we still got trees. So.
And we have air to breathe and water.
Rocks, water, each other.
And as long as the government cards don't collapse, we'll have gasoline to keep the generator going.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go get Donut. Probably gonna get him, aren't we?
Probably gonna get a martin. What's a martin?
Aren't we? We're probably gonna get him, aren't we?
Oh, get him, aren't we? Yeah. Okay. On that note,
peace out. Classic Truck Rescue. Rolling up on the Hopto Donut Backhoe. Something about just seeing the sunshine and not rain. Just, isn't it a great day, honey? It is a great day, and we got to see the deer, and Jamie saw a beaver. And go get the camera. I've been trying to film a beaver forever. She keeps seeing them, but I can't film them. Oh, they won't harm you, honey. Just stay out of there.
Until I get this thing put on in
What? Yeah, they can mess us a log up. Oh, did you ever go check on that
Yeah,
log? They ate more of the log in our backyard?
they pilfered one of our logs and started packing.
Oh, they
It's
can
kind
have
of cool
log.
because they made a little thing so that we can put another log on it, like a, what do you call it?
Yeah, they can help us build our tree house.
Yeah, they notched it for us.
No, our tree home.
Yeah.
Remember I told you we're going to call ours a tree home?
A
Yeah.
tree shack.
Tree shack. Sing Love Shack. Love Shack, baby. Hopto Backhoe is in a remote location. There it is.
Down in the holler.
Oh, look, there he is. Holy cow, he looks like he's been sitting there a while.
He
doesn't
looks like something
Huh?
Fred and Barney would drive.
Oh my god, I love it. Isn't it cool?
It is.
Oh my god, that thing's
Oh, look at the
under
there's
dirt.
the baby lambs.
Yeah. These people had 2 baby lambs today, they told me. And they were glad that it was a sunny day for their lambs to be born on. Are they that big when they're newborn?
Look, there's Rick's dream car right there.
That's Bill.
That's
Bill's
Bill.
got a cool hat.
Bill,
I like
look,
Bill's
there's
hat.
Rick's dream car right there.
We might be able to haul that. Hey, this is Bill. This is Hopto.
Hi.
On it? Is it on or on it? I'm Rick. This is Jamie.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Do you mind if we film? Because we collect old.
Do whatever you want.
Do you have any big dogs?
Nope.
No dogs, just the sheep.
Can I let? She's only about this big.
Oh, sure.
She's harmless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Our sheep are mean to dogs, though.
Yeah.
They go around.
She'll leave them alone.
We had somebody come who had a dog that was like a herding breed.
Oh.
So it had never been around sheep. And we thought, let's put it in and see what it does with them.
Hello.
And the sheep were like, no, you're not going to tell us what to do.
Annabella, settle down, sweetie. Come on, let's go look at this hop too. Anna,
Look at you. Oh, so excited.
Yeah, it's got a new name.
Anna, come on.
So nice to have the rain not be.
Oh, I know. We've been moving on this 25 acres and
Over
It's-
by Malala.
yeah, and it's been nothing but mud
Yeah.
and mud and mud.
Yeah, it's been terrible.
Bill, do you know why this wheel's leaning?
I have no idea about anything.
I have no idea about anything, really.
I want
You're gonna go with that?
Hey, well, at least he's honest.
I know, though. You got to shut it off. You got to turn that.
Let me open up here. To shut it off, you gotta do what?
Kill switches at the blue.
Yeah,
Yeah, so.
that would make sense.
Anna, stay over here.
So, what have you used this for? Can you tell me? What can you tell me about it?
Well, the last guy used had a Choctaw. We've used it
I
mostly.
couldn't give you the name of the person who's used it
Yeah,
way more than we. The person that.
that might be helpful.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Anyway, we use it to bury llamas. A couple llamas.
Big pits too.
But we had, you see like these stumps we have out here? I mean, I don't know. Like,
Anna, stay over here.
Right
like this
here.
stump right here. Like, we tried to dig it out with that thing and we gave up, and we had tons
Yeah.
of these, so we had somebody come in with a big
When's the last time it ran?
last summer. We dug out that.
Does it have
stump.
any fuel in it?
Yeah. It should start up. It usually starts right up.
I brought
you-
a
did
battery.
You wanna give it
Anna, come on.
I do want to give it a try.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
You are
Yeah, so I mean,
full
like
of
the,
energy.
yeah, the backhoe all works, but you just use one of those 4 things.
Yes,
I like
you
this.
are. Just a little thing.
We got wheels and we got 4 buckets there.
I am a little concerned about how this wheel's hanging right here. So have you driven it?
Yeah, well, I drove it down my driveway from.
I smell like sheep.
I haven't driven it on the road.
I
because there's no
smell
brake.
like sheep.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
it really easy?
It could just be where it's sitting. I don't
So
know.
what are you
Maybe
guys
it
gonna
has
do with the
independent
25
front
acres?
suspension.
Well,
It could just
we
be-
learned after we bought it that we have to raise 12 head of cattle. That's a grandfathered farm plan.
So, if we get a,
So before we can actually build our permanent home site,
After you bought it, you learned this?
Yeah.
Over there.
which that's okay.
I'm game, Bill.
But
I'm all
here's
about,
we're gonna do that, and
I don't
then
know about expert, but I'm a good mechanic.
he collects and restores 55 through 59 Chevy and GMC trucks. Sells them all over the world. He's got a
Oh, wow.
pretty big customer base and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean,
So, and then we're just gonna try to work with
Sells
them.
them all over the world.
Yeah,
How, ship some?
yeah, yeah.
My God.
that
Uh-huh.
was the whole thing we were gonna go through.
Yeah,
It's
it's
amazing. There's, you know, stuff people do, jobs that you wouldn't even
yeah,
know existed.
and it's like not even a job. It's so much fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it should be.
That was like that to begin with.
And this property, like we own both sides of the Malala River and part of this island.
Oh, cool.
And
Sounds
there's a
lovely.
beaver pond, there's wildlife, there's beavers, and
Yeah.
nobody's lived on it for 100 years. It's old growth forest. So we want to do whatever we can to keep it like it is. It's like its own little ecosystem. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. So you're going to sell the cattle for
All right,
meat,
well,
beef
where's the
cattle?
battery?
We have to do that and show the county
Yeah.
that we did so, and then we
Yeah.
can change the plan. So I'm like, do they make mini
guy with the
ones?
backhoe
Mini,
with the tractor.
and they do. A
They
Dexter.
do. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that I've heard good things about the Dexters actually.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
researching them, and they
Well,
seem
when
like
you
they're
get ready to sell some meat, let us know.
okay.
Once in a
Hey,
while,
Ricky.
buy a quarter.
We got some meat buyers for our cattle.
Oh, really? I'm surprised you're not over. Where'd Anna go?
Annabella,
Oh, she's being a good girl. You're being good. You're not a cow, though. Sometimes she thinks she's a cow. All right, I'm gonna grab the battery and some tools. Let's see if
Yeah,
we can
we
make
But
got
this is gonna come in so handy because we don't even have
think this-
power on the property yet, and so we need to
you gotta
dig
dig a
trenches.
trench. Yeah.
And then we just got an auger
Well, see,
because we
Bill
need to
is-
fence
Bill
things.
is pretty handy, but he's not, you know, he has to research and it doesn't come easy to keep something like this going or get it, you know, so
But he's
it's
he's
like the
pretty
last thing we
handy
needed
too.
was
But
another project,
Oh,
we
yeah.
realized.
everything we've been doing, I've been hauling in because we had to cut through the briars with machetes when we first
get
got on
in
the
there.
property, and so we've been him and his little Alice Chalmers, we call him Pumpkin, have been making roads, and then we have an old '59 GMC dump truck.
Yeah.
And I take it to the gravel pit
Yeah.
and have been hauling in gravel for 6 months.
Getting
So,
your roads
Putting in
set
roads.
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
We got our temporary little home site done. He's got a fifth wheel.
So you guys gonna build it yourself or have someone build it? Wow.
He's going to build us a tree house.
Oh, wow.
He is so creative. He's an artist. He can do anything. He's amazing.
Well, Bill built our house. It was a one and a half story
Oh,
when he bought
wow.
it, and didn't have a legal septic field, didn't have a legal foundation. You know, we didn't really have even a bedroom. This is the next project, perhaps.
Well, you know, and every time we go to do something, something breaks. We're on those old trains, got to stop, and people don't realize how long it's actually taking because we got to stop and, well, he's got to stop. I don't do much. He's pretty much doing it all.
I thought you were going to say, Bill was talking, he works for the Portland Water Bureau, and they
Tell me I'm on my own.
have a lot of equipment that they have to maintain and pumps they have to rebuild and stuff. And he was talking about something that they got it apart and then weren't sure how to put it back together. And I said, well, you know, that's one thing with the cell phone now. You
It's
just take a
Annabella.
picture of it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, you gotta be careful with your little pup. I'm sure she sleeps in with you.
Yeah, well, we lost one. Somebody took her right out of her front yard at the last farm
I can't believe
that we lived at, and that was a year ago, day before yesterday that happened.
Just people. I can't, you know.
But you know, I saw 3 osprey the other day out there, and
Yeah, so we were living in the house the whole time we were rebuilding it.
Yeah?
It was okay. It was nothing.
We're living in a motel till tomorrow. Tomorrow I think we're moving on our property.
Oh, exciting.
I've got a generator for power. We've got hot and cold running water,
Yeah.
stove.
Yeah.
We lost our lease. Some people, we had just moved on to a 17-acre farm, got my business all set up, and this guy just pulled some really bad stuff and took over our lease behind our back. He was raising chicken on his property and not doing it right, dumping stuff everywhere that shouldn't be dumped, and
yeah, horrible.
we raised a concern. We got the boot.
That happened once.
Mm.
Oh, that's
We were just concerned. We were drinking off of a well,
they have this so it doesn't short out.
and all the visceral and carcasses and
Yeah.
death everywhere, and the neighbors and the smell, and
Well, it sounds like you got beautiful property.
So,
mhm.
Yeah.
I think we got
I mean, we just poured every scrap of everything we had into this. So,
Well, and
Do
you
have
know,
any starting fluid?
raising
Or
the
does it
cows,
need it?
it didn't need it
you
before,
can
but who knows? I do have some.
get a lot of
All right.
tax savings in having it be farm deferral.
yeah,
You know what I
Startup.
mean?
yeah.
So,
Okay, here we go.
Got the dog.
Oh, look,
Anna.
Who's driving this thing?
Annabella. Anna.
she's up there.
What?
He's right here.
You're silly. You can't be on that. I
Co-pilot.
don't know what goes where when it starts up and all of that.
So this is probably the clutch, right? And that's the brake. Not that we have
Oh.
any brakes.
I'm gonna put her away real quick
Okay,
and then I'm gonna look.
I don't remember.
Here, I'll hold her. So you can. You be a good girl. You be a good gooby.
Is that the accelerator?
That's probably the brake. It has a little more spring to it. But hold on a second. I can tell you for sure. Push on it. One more time. That's the clutch.
Okay.
Whatever you just pushed is the clutch.
That's the clutch and this is the gas. And then I thought there was something else. Is this like a throttle there? And once you pull it, you can rev it up higher maybe?
You want me to give it a shot? Is that the accelerator right there?
Oh, there it is, yeah.
That's the accelerator.
Okay. I think that's something. We gotta manually do that.
What? The choke or the accelerator?
And now the kill switch. That's the kill switch. So is that killed and it's all the way forward, or and then to kill it?
I don't know. You want me to give it a shot?
Yeah. Yeah. I thought there was this thing that kills switch. That guy?
I think it's one with the blue key right here. What's this switch right here for? Could this be ignition?
Could be. Yeah, on, off.
should
Yeah,
I
that's
get the
on.
manual?
That's off. What's that?
Typical guy. Manual later. There was some nice
Yay! Your dad's gonna go crazy, Annabella. That sounds really good.
The engine is, well, the paperwork and said they put the new engine in 1996. I don't know that it was
Sounds pretty darn good. loves stuff like this. Now,
It's like
see.
playing in the sandbox, but with really big toys.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing what they can do with equipment. The guy that we hired who really has the equipment, knows how to use it. It's like, oh my gosh,
They make
how
it
much
so
you can get
easy.
done in a day.
Yeah. Like my favorite truck is that old dump truck that we have. I love that thing. Oh, look.
You know, the water.
Oh no, he's gonna be playing. The first piece of equipment we got was a Orchard Special 1949 Farmall tractor with a forklift, and that brought all the trucks to the property. Then he got an Alice Chalmers with a little bucket on it.
Yep, yep. Well, I grew up on a farm in Wisconsin, so I learned to drive like on an old John Deere.
Oh, how cool. Most of my family
International,
is from Wapaka,
Oh,
Wisconsin.
really? Sure. I had my uncle lived in Wisconsin.
Oh, he's loving that. I bet you we're gonna have to go to Wilco and get hydraulic food before we go.
I'll give you guys the name of the, if you buy it, I'll give you the name of the woman that her and her husband owned it. They sold it to their neighbor who had it for like a year. I don't know that he even really used it, and he died unexpectedly. And his widow just wanted to get rid of it. So I happened to be talking to this woman and saying, you know, we really, too bad we can't get an excavator or backhoe or something like that. And I said, well,
Oh, look at that. He's bringing it home.
She actually used it as much as or more than her husband used it. So she would be so thrilled that somebody who really could take care of it and use it.
Oh, well, she'd really be my dream was to operate earth movers.
Well, that's, yeah. Well,
So-
there's no reason you can't. Me, they intimidate the heck out of me. Really, you can move those levers just as good as him.
I love this and logging equipment. I love it.
You guys are a match made in heaven.
Yeah, that's my truck. He likes the older trucks, but I'm kind of addicted to those lifted up diesel trucks.
Well, that's my Bill bought
It's a nice
the
truck.
Volkswagen, and we used to just have a RAV4 that we could pull the trailer in, and that, you know, we did a lot. And then he bought that, and he said, well, I don't want to pull a trailer with that.
I couldn't live without a truck. That's a nice one, though.
So we bought that from somebody you worked with for $4,000, and it was money well spent. It's
Is
just,
that a diesel? Probably got the 7.3. That's the good one.
it might not be a diesel.
Oh, look at
It's got the VW diesel that got all the bad. They said it had low emissions and it didn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, it's gonna make him dig a hole. Is that what he's talking about? Oh, he probably just wants to test it out and see how it digs.
Look at him go. That'll be his new toy. Okay, Ricky, you're gonna see this video later, and I'm gonna remind you, stay on the designated road. What's that?
It's
Is it a tractor show?
it's all kinds of old equipment, old farm equipment, like steam engines, I
Oh,
guess.
cool. No, we haven't been, but that sounds like it'd be fun.
Bill was saying he'd like to go to that this year because he likes old hand tools.
So to see, there's a guy up the road. His barn front is decorated with all these old
Oh yeah, the Stell brand.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll put him to work. I need sand for my paddock for my horse, and I've been hauling it from the creek with a wagon.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you'll get your water lines and power lines dug through.
Yeah, culverts, everything.
Takes a while to figure out how to run that thing because it's got
He'll get it.
old-fashioned. I use four and stuff too. So you gotta
I'm gonna tell him when we get home. You told me we have to focus and stay on track, one thing at a time, because he's gonna want to play with this when you get home.
Yeah, I imagine it's kind of addictive once you start doing stuff.
Well, it was nice to meet you. Have a good day.
we have all
Tell
the
him,
original
but
paper.
he's got a lot
Oh yeah?
to play.
He's going home. Sold.
Good. Yay.
Thank you.
No problem.
I love it.
Look at his face.
I'll contact Nancy. Nancy Ray is the woman that.
Oh, figure out it.
I'll figure it out.
Well,
The lady used to
I'll ask
operate
her.
it.
I think she would actually enjoy talking, I mean.
Well, I told him Google Classic Truck Rescue. You got to see what we do. We're crazy.
Yeah. But we got like the manual for it, the parts manual. And
Can I have those now, please? I'll give you a bunch of money for it.
Her husband just passed away not too long ago.
I'm
That's
sorry
why.
to hear that.
they have a backhoe. I'd be interested.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, but
I-
Look at that thing.
He fits
He's
perfectly.
gonna be right at home.
You didn't have to put him next to Ray Ray. Or I'm sure you'll get him an
I'll
eyeball.
have a headlight in that the
I
day we
kn-
get it home.
I told you.
Good. Yeah, that'll make it a lot happier of a piece of equipment getting that.
Oh, we can let the look at the little monster.
She's almost out the way she is.
I'm gonna let her out. Classic Truck Rescue. Done deal. Coming back with Homer and Marge to show that guy right out to the new Classic Truck Ranch. I like that thing. Man, that's cool. And it'll do the job on the cheap. 1,200 bucks. I like it. Comes with 3 extra buckets and a couple other extra attachments and 6 extra tires and wheels. We can use that.
Let's ride. Yeah, take me down the street.
from the we'll have a truck ranch down.
That way we'll have a chance of getting it out. Sun shining out here at the Classic Truck Ranch. Today, we're taking the old mule hog. Jamie calls it the old mule hog. I just call it the old mule. But I told everyone I stopped driving that thing because it is a gas hog. And I mean, it eats gas.
That's for real, too.
And now she knows, so she calls it the old mule hog. We're gonna take it in March. I just went over all the fluids from front to rear on it, checked all my tires and everything. Hauling a heavy load today. We're bringing home Rocky, the antique 1959 Hopto Backhoe. And
his name is Rocky Rubblestone.
Yeah, we had a hard time coming up with a name for him because we were gonna call it Donut, but that's inappropriate because there's nothing round on this whole thing except its headlights and tires. But it looks like something straight out of the Flintstones, like Fred Flintstone would be driving it. So we came up with Rocky
Stone Rubble. Rubblestone.
Rocky Rubblestone. We'll just call him Rocky. But the reason we're getting such an old beast of a backhoe is because we've been shopping around for a ditch witch or something, because we got to put our power in, or prepare to have our power put in. and we have a lot of ditches to dig out here because now that we're familiar with the property, we kind of see where the water needs to flow, and we're going to help it get to where it needs to be. But
And we got a horse that turned into a donkey.
yeah, jackass. Anyway, Rocky was only $1,200. He's got a newer Perkins diesel in him, and he came with some extras. And I don't know a lot about backhoes. I do know how to use one.
That's because Idaho. From Idaho. Idaho.
But it came with a whole set of extra tires, and some of them are good enough to put a whole set of larger, better tread tires on the back, and 4 buckets. And like I said, I don't know a lot about backhoes, but I gotta assume these buckets aren't cheap, and we got options here. And another thing that's encouraging is to know that that backhoe can wield this beast right here, because you can dig a pretty big trench with a bucket this size. Also came with this adapter that goes on that bucket over there, judging by the way the holes are drilled. And I know those are useful for something, and I'm pretty sure someone will let me know what they are, but I'm glad it came with all this stuff. Figured we couldn't go long for $1,200. Even if it just gets our power put in, it will have paid for itself. But I used it to load up these buckets and stuff, and from what I've seen, it's pretty powerful. So
It is.
it might come in handy for a lot of other things.
It's the weirdest thing ever.
It is bizarre.
It's a Warner-Swaysey.
Swayze Warner or Warner-Swaysey?
I think Warner-Swaysey.
Yeah.
Big capital H, O with a line under it, T-O.
P.
H-O.
What about the P?
Oh, O2.
Optu.
This is another different view from up here.
Anyway, the place is coming together.
Yeah, you guys don't even know about all this stuff because
Yeah.
we're kind of behind in our videos because we've been way too busy.
Yeah.
And we're like on the verge of dying, our bodies.
But we're going to have some good rest out here because we're going to have everything we need. We'll show you later on. We'll show you the progress we've made inside the video, or the progress we've made inside the fifth wheel. We've kind of gone over the top on the remodel resto job and figured since we got to fix everything and replace it, we might as well make it nicer than it was and better insulated. And I'm real happy with the way it's come out. And Jamie's been a big help.
This guy, Dork, I'm such a dork. I think they need to call me Bucky because I got these 2 buck teeth right inside my GMC grill right there. I'm kind of Bucky.
Chief, he's home and he's staying. I've made up my mind. I'm keeping this truck. I'm going to sell one of my more desirable trucks that people have been asking me about, because to me, the most important thing is to put together a collection of the working trucks. And yeah, everybody wants a short bed, and everyone wants a short bed and the modern running gear and all that. But to me, this is where the value's at. This truck is part of American history, just like our GMC dump truck, the Bullfrog, Homer, our tow truck,
And
all
Buddy.
our other working trucks.
Buddy's part of American history because he's a pitcher for the Sox.
Yeah, Buddy's the kind of truck everybody else wants.
No, because Buddy would be a worker. He would be working the pavement, he's a worker.
Yeah, but so I've decided I'm gonna go ahead and keep this guy. I feel like I've got enough evidence to establish that it was a fire truck for the Olympia Fire Department, but I will get some documentation and hopefully next month go to a little gathering where there'll be someone that may have driven this back in the day, huh?
And I have some pretty good documentation that Buddy was a pitcher for the Red Sox. Look at him, you can't deny that. He was a pitcher for the Red Sox.
Yeah. But we don't even know if that was a 4-wheel drive when it started out, honey.
But I know he is now, and I know he's got a Corvette
I know
big
that
block
was.
in him. That's all I need.
Anyway, we'll be putting a couple of the other 4-wheel drives on the market because we can't keep all of them. And to me, it's more important that I put my collection together. Also, I got a lot of younger viewers that asked me some pretty basic questions. So I just want to let you know, we just brought the mule out of storage for a long time. Like I said, I quit driving him basically because he's a hog. But anytime you go out, like we're hauling a really heavy piece of equipment today. So before you do that, you want to check all your fluids, brake fluid, water, oil, anything that's a fluid on the vehicle. I even filled up his transmission, gearbox and all that. And the reason that I'm telling you that, and most people be like, duh, no kidding, you do that all the time. My first car, the engine blew up because the oil light used to come on all the time, so I put a piece of tape over it because it bothered me. Well, that didn't last long. But I'm just saying, throughout life, I've had a lot of setbacks due to just not proper maintenance or not checking the fluids. I only have to add a little bit of this or that to the mule now and then, but that's because I check the fluids all the time. If I weren't adding them, he'd run out of everything.
But you know what?
And you only have to run out of one kind of fluid to have it seriously set your day back. And if you're out on a road trip trying to get a piece of equipment or haul a truck back, you don't want setbacks.
And you know what? To all the women out there, they need to learn to check fluids in their vehicles. They need to
Jamie's
know
good
how
about that. She
to
lets me
check
know
a
if
tire.
something's making a funny
And you know,
noise
yeah, and
or-
you know what? Sometimes I aggravate you because I'm like, this is a sound. It's fun,
Don't
but
get
you
mad
know
at
what?
your woman if she tells you
Yeah,
the vehicle's
because you'll really get mad at her if the dummy light comes on and she blows up your motor. Most of the time, I'm right on.
yeah, and she's made some good calls.
And if you chicks out there don't know how to do something, do your hair, throw some makeup on, and go to a service station and have them show you how to do it. They'd be more than
They will.
happy to.
Yep.
Especially if you say, "Pardon me, sir, will you show
Unless
me
your name's
where the
Magda.
Zerk fitting is on my rear
That's your
end?"
name's Magna.
Magda. Oh, yeah.
That's your name's Magda.
Magda with the Sagda.
Hey, can you show me how to check my oil?
Can I use your dipstick? Was it you or was it my kid that smacked me with the oil dipstick one day?
I wouldn't do that, man.
Maybe it was my kid.
I wouldn't smack you with anything. Well,
You know what he did one day? We were in the dollar store and he took one of those clamp things that you reach up and get cans with. He came around the corner and he pinched me on the back of my arm. And I went running through the store yelling, "I'm gonna get you!" That hurt. It was like a camel bite.
Annabella, you ready to go get a Rocky?
Oh, no crying. They say Yorkies are real smart, trainable, funny dogs. You need training. You need to go to Yorkie finishing school. Okay. Here comes Rocky Rubblestone. The newest addition to Classic Truck Ranch. Rocky Rubblestone doesn't have brakes. Typical Flintstone rig.
How the tires look? The tires on the ramp.
I'm thinking you're okay. The outer one a little off the edge. Not the whole tire. at it. I think you'll like it better. Yeah, already some of the pressure came back in that last tire.
That looks better to me too. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. We gotta take our time.
What is that?
It's a beast.
That's Rocky Roblestone.
I gotta get a headlight in there. And he needs a curved piece of metal on the front. He'd totally be smiling.
Yeah, he would. He would be one that could support one of those big boomer winches, huh?
Yeah.
What's the guy's name again?
Huh?
What's the guy's name you bought him from?
Bill.
Oh, he's coming.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, doggies, he's a big guy.
You get it up?
Yeah.
First time?
Yeah, first time.
Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like
All
it's
right, I was
coming.
expecting it to have some leaks.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed when it was parked there's a little puddle, but I think it was hydraulic fluid.
Oh yeah, I think it's coming out of that ram up there, huh?
Yeah.
The side-to-side ram.
Oh, look, there's one of your buddies, Ricky. Right here, tucked up underneath in the corner. It's a wasp nest.
Oh, that's good. Now, I always get a wasp nest with all my old trucks.
Yeah, and there was one up in there somewhere. Bucket,
I know how to deal with them.
the only thing is, like, these guys might fall down on your way.
You're in whining training. Stop. Be a good girl. You be good. I watched a documentary this morning about Yorkshire Terriers, and you're very smart, and you listen, and you catch on fast. So today is your first day of cry training. No crying. Be a good girl.
Yeah, that'll kind of keep them locked in there too.
That's good.
Yeah, I'll run a chain right there.
I'm going to teach you sign language. When I teach you sign language, I'm going to go,
Safe trip back, man. Good luck.
nice to meet you, and thank you.
I wanted to tell you guys, did you see that deck behind my house that was like kind of a platform? Anyway, when I was working on my house, we put a lump in, and we were standing there in November, and it was raining out the night before, and I had it braced to trees because the wind was blowing. And it was so cold that I would have to go out there first, jump in there and like get in fetal position, warm the place up. My wife would come in, and so anyway, finally a storm came from a different direction. About 2 in the morning, it was raining and windy, and it blew the sucker down. And I'm holding it up. We have our bed in there, you know, like our mattress and our nice mattress or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife's crying, and she runs in the house, and I'm out there holding the tent up, and I'm like, I can't hold this up all night. And I let it go, and then I go back in the house, she's crying, and I go, we gotta get the mattress. And so we go get the mattress, and it's a Tempur-Pedic, it's like a foam one.
Yeah.
And we're carrying it, and we drop it right in the mud. On top of that, we had the scaffolding set up like 3 wide and 4 high, and I was taking it down that day, but I never got around to taking it down. So I unhooked it from the house, and the tarp blew the thing over right at like at 4 in the morning. The whole tower went down against the hill, and we just slept inside that night, and we never went back outside. But anyway, that reminded me about your story the other night with the rain, probably.
Yeah.
The trailers.
We've had a lot of little things happen.
It takes work, but I think it's worth it.
Oh,
to
I
have
love
your
it.
own little piece.
And you end up still being friends when it's all said and done.
That was the only bad night. You know, the rest of them were good. You know? But I even wanted to give up after that. You know, but
Yeah.
I wasn't good. But I tried. It was like scary stuff. But anyway, well, good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll put this guy to work.
Yep,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Probably. I mean, a lot of those lines. Well, you know what it needs. It's going to need a lot of.
Yeah, I knew it was going to need work, but the price was right.
Yeah.
You weren't trying to get rich off of it, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I expect to have to do some more.
Thank you, it was nice meeting you.
Oh, hey Rick, was it scary going up the ramp?
Oh no, just barely too short.
Was it scary going up the ramp? He said. I noticed he was paying a lot of good attention.
It was. I had some anxious moments.
I bet.
I mean, it's a lot of weight and metal and stuff, but I was careful and slow.
You did it the first time?
That's all you can do is just be careful.
Yeah. Going down, look at that.
Yeah.
Teaching her sign language. Ricky.
Yeah, I like the idea of the bucket being wedged in here and the back of it being up against there.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta go real slow.
It's gonna be one of those very tense, anxious moments for me. Annabella's in cry training right now.
Yeah.
And I'm teaching her sign language. If I had a treat, I would give you one. That's a good girl. See, you're learning. You're learning. The documentary gave you away, dude. I learned you're smart and you can do tricks, so you gotta prove it. Anna-Mog, she rides upon a tractor in a mule hog. Nope. Good girl. See, you'll be most desirable puppy if you learn. Nope. Hammond, I'm gonna take her to go potty, okay?
All right. That was an interesting trip. This thing is heavy, super heavy. But the old mule did good, didn't it, Jamie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we got our backhoe home. Now we can put our electric in. I believe I'll unload it right here. Glad to have that off. What a strange and wonderful old beast. Just looks so much like the Flintstones mobile, though. I think Rocky's a good name for him. Oh God, it's heavy. It is heavy. Hopto digger. Hopto digger. 190. Yep. Badger Division, the Warner-Swaysey Company. Minnesota. Man, I'm getting a lot of stuff from. This is a. Guess you're not going to be able to see that. Maybe. problem with the Hopto is that it doesn't stop to. It ain't got no brakes. And that's why loading it and unloading it could be interesting. Pretty cool little machine though. Came with, what, 4 buckets, and looks like a Flintstones mobile. We call it Rocky. 1959 Hopto Backhoe. Ready to go to work and dig a whole bunch of ditches. Yep. There's Homer. You guys know you want to go for a ride on that old thing. How could you not? It's starting to rain, but you know, I don't really care. Got to break Anna in slow on the equipment. That's a good spot for her. I can put a little, one of her little car seats right there. Oh, maybe I should put it up there where she has cover. But anyway, let's go ride this thing. The 1959 Hopto, not just a useful piece of equipment, but a piece of equipment you can share with the whole family. I'm going to show Jamie how to run this thing real quick. And Annabella's got her little truck seat all undercover. Jamie just took off with it. And my dog. My woman jacked my tractor and my dog. Oh, look at that thing. What a bizarre piece of equipment. Look at Jamie smiling. She loves operating anything big and heavy and old. I know it's got some issues. It's got some leaks. Stuff. It's got leaks and rattles and all that, but I believe I'll address its issues, but I believe it's sound enough to dig the ditches that we need dug, and we'll just go easy with it and keep an eye on all its fluids, and it'll be fine. And I will put another eyeball in that silly looking creature. No, go around.
What?
Go around.
There?
Yeah, you can. I did. Scaredy.
So I know where
Are you scared?
I figured it out.
You can get through there. Just take off. God, you're being such a puss today.
I got this
Puss,
far
yeah.
by myself, and I don't know how to start it, but I
She hates it when I tell her to woman up. She's got it. You're fine. Sometimes you gotta give Jamie just a little prod to let her know she's capable of doing what she can do. She ain't no dummy. My buddy Steve showed up with a bed that I bought a long time ago, that's kind of been put on hold, and Tug's shifter's broke. He's stuck in one gear. So we're gonna put Rocky to work today, hopefully, and pick this bed up off his trailer and put it on Yogi Bear. I know it's too short for that truck, but I got an idea for him. And I think this bed's gonna be part of that idea. Steve's got old Annabella in there with him. There's the bed, this old dump bed that my buddy Scott found for me, and I was able to get it. And one day they're gonna restore it for me, but they're busy with some new stuff right now. Intermountain Innovation's doing pretty good, actually. I can see this working. Needs to be a little modification going on, but I think old Yogi Bear make a really nice mini dump truck. Plenty of room for a toolbox or fuel tank or both, and yeah, you might have just found your calling, Yogi Bear. I think it'd be neat. All right, going back to work. Hey, the Hopto did good. The old Rocky 1959 Hopto Backhoe. First job out here on the classic truck ranch, and he did well. Operator needs a little more experience, but the equipment's fine. I'm going back to work on the fifth wheel. Peace out. It's hard to hold the camera steady when I'm zoomed way in. What a beautiful creature. Like I said when I first walked onto this property, it's very hard to look around this property and not be in awe of God and all His creation, and so thankful to be here. Thankful for the sunny day. Thankful for my life and Jamie. Thankful for Jamie. Awesome woman in my life sharing this experience. What do you think about trouble? Do you like trouble? Do you like trouble? Do you like that car? Anna, do you like that car? Do you want to go for a ride in that car?